I know you gonna dig this.
Get funky with me.
Yeah. How you doing, my Patreon friends? So, is that a good name? that was just off the top of the head. Patreon friends, patrons, my supporters, my friends, my favorite viewers, and not just because you're supporting me, but because it means that you really enjoy my content, and that you understand that it takes a lot for me to do these videos. So that's what I mean. But what the hell was I talking about? Good God. It's so early in the morning here in Athens, Georgia. I'm okay in the morning once I've had like a couple of cups of coffee. CCC, couple of cups of coffee. But when it's this early and this hot, I just get really like, what is happening? I'm in a bit of a daze. Also, okay, so here I am. Okay, I'm at a location that I'd say for 15 to 20 years, I've looked this up online and would look it up on Google Maps and Street View so much, like all the time, just to make sure it's still here. I do that. Can we cut the sound? Okay, I'll walk over here. So where I am is something that I'm not going to put on my regular channel for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's so special to me, I wanted to share it just with you. Second of all, because it's a private residence and it's not in Hollywood or Toronto, because in Toronto I'll show some famous people's houses, but in LA, like Los Angeles, they're used to it there. But I got a lot of flack once for showing Eminem's house, even though he had already sold the house and he was leaving it. Not a lot of flack, but every now and again. I don't know, my Eminem houses and studio video hit for like 2 months. It went from about 2,000 views to like 60,000 or 70,000. I don't know what it's at. It went really, all of us over the course of 2 months. And then just, evened out. I check the analytics of each video. It's something I do. You have to. But anyways, this is the private residence, and it's a house owned by Michael Stipe. Now, he owns 2 houses here that are side by side. And this is something I've always wanted to see. I can't believe I'm standing in front of it. This is Michael Stipe's house. Michael Stipe, the lead singer of R.E.M., one of my favorite human beings of all time, from one of my favorite bands of all time. R.E.M. and U2 are right there beside, and Counting Crows and the Bleachers. But R.E.M. for years, just, everything to me. I think if you've seen the videos I've been putting up about R.E.M. But here is Michael Stipe's house. I'm going to show it to you. There's 2 side by side. He owns both of them. One is more like a gathering place, from what I've been told. One is the house he actually lives in. Now, when I look at the 2 houses, I'm trying to figure out which would be the gathering. I think the one shrouded more in shrubbery would be his main residence. And the other one, but I was under the impression that this one was the gathering and that was the main residence, but now I think it's the opposite way. Anyway, let's take a look. So there's one of his houses right there, and the other house is right there. Yeah, isn't that cool? Michael Stipe lives right there. Now, his primary residence right now is in New York City. That's where he lives now, but he lived here for years, and he still owns both these houses. What is that on the property? Is this some kind of solar thing? I don't know. Maybe somebody can tell me what those are. Yeah, Michael Stipe's house right here. These 2 houses. So I think that would be his primary residence because it's way more blocked off, and from, as you see, every other house on the street is kind of open. And then that house, not so much, but then he bought that property too. Really funky, really cool. Oh, I've always wanted to see this in person. I can't believe I'm seeing it. So I'm pretty sure he's not home. I've been calling his name. It's early in the morning, so I've been saying, get up, get up, get up. If you don't know that reference, check out a song called Get Up by R.E.M. There you go. Come on, Michael, get up. You are the everything. I'm losing my religion here. Do you know that losing my religion, what it means? People think that it's like a political statement, a religious statement. No, it's a saying in the South. It just means like you're going crazy, you're losing your marbles. I have not heard one person say it. But apparently it's a big thing that people say when they hear, oh, I'm losing my religion. Oh, Michael Stipe's got 2 porch swings. Or 2 porch, he's got like a porch If you can see, let me zoom in. It's hard to see. I don't want to go right up to the gate just because, well, oh, I should. I gotta film his mailbox though. Yeah. All right. There we go. Michael Sipes house. All right, so this is stop. This has been short. This has been sweet. To let you know, I had the opportunity to meet Michael Stipe twice in my life. And one time it's a long story, he was not very pleasant to me, but I was in character doing this independent film that never got released. It was kind of like, it was before Borat, believe it or not, and I was playing a Borat-like character. If I could ever get footage of that, I'll put it up somewhere, but fortunately, it never got released, and I don't own the footage, even though I came up with the character and everything. It's a really bizarre story. I'll tell that story some other time on Patreon or maybe on like a YouTube chat. What was I gonna say? But then I met him another time where I had a screenplay for a film, and he had a film production company called Single Cell, and I drove 6 hours to where they were playing in Montreal to an intimate and interactive show, I believe it was called, at the Much Music Studios in Montreal. So my girlfriend at the time, we drove out there. Just specifically, we went into this underground parking lot where we knew that their cars were stashed. I don't know how we figured it out. And then after the show, saw the band coming out. There's just a few handlers with them, and then everybody carrying their gear in the trucks. And I went right up to Michael Stipe and I said, hi. And he looked at me and goes, hi. And I said, can I give you something for your film company? And he looked at me and goes, sorry? I go, I have a screenplay I want to give you. He goes, oh, for Single Cell? And I said, yeah. He goes, oh man, so cool, thanks man. So I gave it to him, never heard back. Oh well, it was a great screenplay. I'll tell the story about that screenplay too someday, because it got a lot of attention and then nothing. I don't know. But yeah, so that's my Michael Stipe story here. All right. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Nice guy.